Hamilton's companion does love to stitch. It is Betsy Clegger, she is a real hoot. Maths is just tricky, cutting fabrics real hard. She stitches with a pussy, and that's what she said.
Hi, Hamilton. How are you today? Are you having a nice sleepy day? Sorry, Mommy's kind of holding the camera. Look. Say hi. Say hi, Flosstube. I'm leaving you here in your bed. Well, it's Mommy and Daddy's bed. Because I've had complaints that I'm interrupting you while you rest in order to say hi to Flosstube. So I am respecting your wishes, Hamilton, so Mommy doesn't get in trouble. Can you say hi, Flosstube? Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Is that the song you want to sing, Hamilton? Oh, yes, she does. She's so glad it's Friday. Okay, say bye, Flosstube. You're just lounging around. Whoop. Okay, say bye, Flosstube. Mwah. I'll let you go to sleep. Hey, Flosstube. Betsy Clegger here. And it's only been 2 weeks since my last Flosstube, which was a marathon. So sit back for 3 hours. I'm just kidding. This is going to be a lot shorter. I had a lot of stuff, and it took way too long, but you all were very nice and didn't complain about the length of it, and I appreciate that. This should be a more normal length Flosstube. Today is Friday, October 22nd. I'm not holding Hamilton. As you'll see, you've already seen Hamilton. I decided that I'm going to respect her and not interrupt her nap time. As much as it pains me, we've been getting along really well lately, Hamilton and I. She has even been sleeping on me at night, which I know sounds like, well, so what? That's what cats do. Not Hamilton. She only sleeps on Daddy, and that's only occasionally. She's not a lap cat. She's very particular. So twice now, in the past 2 weeks, she has slept on me. I roll on my back and she'll fall asleep on me and the little motor goes. And I'm in heaven. I don't get any sleep, but I just love it. So I'm trying to figure out what bugs her and not do it so much. I know, it's a big step. I think I'm maturing now that I'm going to be 60. I don't know, maybe change is a-coming for me. Welcome to new subscribers, viewers. If you are new, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or watcher, thanks for coming back. I hope that if you're watching this, you subscribe, because we like to see subscriber numbers go up. I don't know why. I'm not competitive about it, but it's sort of, with me, it's an ego thing. It just makes me think, wow, people like me. They really, really like me. And if you are too young for that reference, that was Sally Fields. I should have looked up the year. When she won, was it Norma Ray? She won the Academy Award? Because in the past, she was, doing TV shows like The Flying Nun. Yeah, that really was a TV show. The Flying Nun. Go Google it, you youngsters out there. Anyway, her Oscar speech was very touching. And she said, you like me, you really, really like me. It was validation for her to get an Oscar. It's validation for me to get subscribers. And I'm sure other Flosstubers feel the same way. Maybe not. I'm sure you do. Anyway, enough of the rambling. This will be a normal size Flosstube, as I said. And we're going to start this. I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I am going to say that Mama Loves You GB, you all know her, Michelle, over in the UK. She's got a lovely accent. She lives in Wales, but I believe she is from the Cotswolds area, if I'm not mistaken, which is beautiful. I loved the Cotswolds. 3 years ago, we went for our 30th anniversary trip, and oh, it was lovely. Oh, by the way, thank you everybody for your anniversary wishes. We celebrated 33 years on October 12th. And last night we went out to hear, to a jazz club for a Dizzy Gillespie tribute, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, we went out on a school night. Excuse me. I'm not even in school, but I call work nights a school night still. But anyway, Mama Loves You GB Michelle started the great Floss drop trade. I don't recall the hashtag off the top of my head, so I'll put it in the down bar, but I'm sure you're all aware of it. We all who wanted to participate made up our floss tags. Why don't I show you? I'll show you mine if I can find it. Made up floss tags and traded with people. So I'd open up Instagram and see messages. Would you like to trade floss drops? I even sent some to some of my friends who aren't doing the trade, and I just sent them some because I wanted them to have my mug. These are mine. Michael of Starcraft Parade fame photoshopped me doing Braveheart fighting my stupid tumor. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I don't even know if I asked you if I could use it for my floss drops, but I did. And so on the back it says DMC, but I didn't put my name on the back. Like, I should have put my Instagram handle. As you'll see when I show the floss drops that I received, some of them have people's names, some don't. So for those of you who thought I had to put your names on, some of them were not punched, mine weren't punched when I sent them out, so no judgments here. So I have the punched ones I have on a ring, and I will show them. Unless the name is on, I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember who it's from. I tried to keep a list, and I can't find it. And I don't know if it's psychological, that I'm turning 60, or because I know I have this thing in my head, but my memory is really not. It's never been great. No, actually it used to be really good, but it's gotten worse. So I don't know where I put the list. But anyway, it was a full success. I didn't want to record this video until I mailed off my last floss drops, and I did that 2 days ago. So I think I had 3 more people that I had not sent my floss drops to, but they are in the mail now. So floss drops are in the mail. Excuse me. Still no Diet Coke. If I remember, I'll give an update on what I'm doing to kick my Diet Coke habit. But let me show you some of these cool floss drops. And I know some of you have probably seen them. Okay, look at this one. Is that not gorgeous? If I were a juvenile, I would do this, but I'm not a juvenile. That's something Darcy would do. But isn't she beautiful? I love it. No name on the back, so I am so sorry. Please comment below. If you see your floss drops that you sent me and you see it, leave a comment and say, I'm the one who sent the beautiful lady dancing in red. Lady in red, we'll call her. Dancer. Beautiful. This one is from Laura and Brenda. I punched these because I had it in my head I was going to punch all of them at once, and then my wrist started hurting. So these were one of the set that Brenda and Laura sent. And this is the other one they sent out. These 2 little girls. Aren't they cute? And this one was Huzzy and Floozy. I like this one. Hey, good looking. Isn't that cute? And on the back, it says, you know, well, this is great. I should have done this. DMC, Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, all the abbreviations are up there. You know, I just did DMC thinking most people probably keep the original tags from Classic Color. That's what I did because I'm lazy. But I like this. If I make any more ever again, I'm going to do that. Or you could put just Maker. You know, you could put Weeks Dye Works or Gentle Arts and the color. And that's on the back of these cool floss drops by Jennifer Serta. Am I saying your name right? Isn't that great? And she put her Instagram handle, Dreaming of the North Woods. I think that's great. And then, oh, these are really cool. They're different. And I'm sorry, I'm not an art person. I mean, let me rephrase that. I love art. I love looking at art. I appreciate art, but I don't know who this is or what style this is. But they're different ones. Stunning. I mean, I was thinking, you know, for a project, I'll show you in my plans a project that I'm going to kit up. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to take some from each maker, to not have them all uniform is what I'm trying to say. I think that would be fun. That's the same. Oh, here's a different one. Look at that. The colors are so bright. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, and here's, I think there were 4. Yeah, that's the 4th one. If these were yours, let me know in the comments. Let everybody know. Say 4 beautiful paintings. And if you are the artist of these paintings, I would like to know that. These are, oh, these are from Jenny Stitching Simply. They're gorgeous. She sent a lot, and she punched them. Oh, and she put her name on the back. That's how I knew it was Jenny Stitching Simply. Okay. Oh, wow, Jenny, you sent me a lot. I think I only sent you 10 of mine. I owe you like 20. Okay, that's on that ring. I will show you in my haul that I have some fabric from number 12 Stitch Company or Stitch Co. Nicola threw in floss drops. Aren't they gorgeous? Handmade at number 12. That's her information, but I will put it below. Hand-dyed linens. And then we have beautiful flower. Isn't that gorgeous? It just says photo by, my eyes are, M or NHODYICE land. And Hody Iceland. I'm messing that up. I'm really sorry. But the writing is very small. Here, I'll hold it up and see if you can make it out. That's the photographer. I don't know if that's the same person who made the floss drops and sent them. And then these, these were from my friend, Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I thought your name was Mama Yoder on Instagram, but it's Mama Yoder. I want to say Yo-Yo Yoder, but it's not. It's Mama Yoder, right? I just noticed that the other day. I thought you were Mama Yoder. Read, Betsy. Pay attention to details. I think I showed these actually, or talked about them. Yep, Mama Yo. Oh, it is Mama Yoder. Michelle, were you just yelling at your screen at me? Because if you weren't, you should have been. Mama Yoder. I love it. And I also love the sentiment. It's not pie, people. It's not pie. And these are gorgeous. I don't know who I got these from. I really should have kept better track. If you all write down what tips you did to keep track of these, because I just, let me know if you sent these, because then I will make a list so I can keep track. Like I'll write on the back of one of them, you know, who it's from, and keep a stack so I know to whom I should attribute this. Okay. And then the ones that were not punched, I pulled out one from each stack so I could show you. These are from Rebecca Brigham. Isn't that cool? It says, "Free spirit, kind heart." I love that pink. That's what I call in your face pink. And what I do is I just punch as I go. When I get up a project, I'll punch the holes. And textilist Lori from Oregon. If you follow Lori on Instagram or Flosstube, you always see her on a plane with Lisa, Kindred Stitcher. They're always flying around. I love that one. Amber Johnson, who's also known as Fabric Creeper. I love that. At first I thought, okay, it's a shot of people from the movie, but it's not. I assume it's Amber and her friends dressed for Halloween. Are those not the best costumes? They're the best. The best, Jerry. You know I couldn't record a Flosstube without a Seinfeld reference. That is a quote attributed to Banya. And look at this little guy. From Mistress Page. And I had your first name in my head when I started to record, and now it's... But her Instagram handle is Mistress Page. Isn't that a cute puppy? Oh, I hope Hamilton doesn't hear me. She gets upset when I talk about other animals. She's a little jealous. And that's it for my Floss Drop collection, which I guess is a good segue to talk about my latest obsession that some of you might know about if you follow me on Instagram, or I think I posted, I posted an announcement or page, whatever you call it, on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. About a year ago in December, right before Christmas, I decided, oh, I want to make floss bling and send it to some friends of mine. So, and family members. So last year I made these little cabochons. That's my son and daughter-in-law. And the ones that I did last year are not really high quality. I didn't do them exactly the way I'm supposed to do them, so some of the colors were bleeding. Here's one I did of a chart, and you could see the glue is kind of going through. I had not perfected my technique. But anyway, so I got some photos of friends' animals and my grand dog, for example, and put them in a cabochon and put it on a keychain for my son and daughter-in-law for Christmas. And here's one I did of my widow princess. And this one actually turned out okay. I did that about a year ago. So you could put them, as necklaces, keychains, scissor fobs, zipper pulls, you name it. So I am trying to find one that's I don't have a zipper pull handy. So I kind of went down a rabbit hole. You can see over here. These are some of my supplies. And I've been making cabochons and putting them on floss blings so that I could do these tags. I don't have any current, these are all a year old, these cabochons that I have. But getting to the point of the story, I decided I just love making them. They're very easy to make, and they're, last video I linked the the original video of cabochon making, and I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he has such a nice and soothing voice. Tells you how to glue the cabochons. Cabochons. That's how he says it. I'll link it again in this video if you want to learn how to do it. And so I opened, well, first what I did was I posted 10 for sale on Instagram this week, and they went within hours. People bought them. I was just kind of testing the waters to see if anybody would be interested. And then I thought, well, I don't want my Instagram feed to be full of things I'm trying to sell. And side note, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing it to recoup the cost of the materials, which I have done. So the profits now will go to the charity that I've designated on my Instagram. Well, actually, it's on my link tree. I will link the charity below. They're in New Mexico, and it's an acronym that I can never remember, but I will link it below. It's an organization that brings awareness and also resources to help find missing Indigenous women and children who are kidnapped and murdered at an astonishingly high rate. And I thought that was a really good cause, and I wanted to be able to give back something to the community. It was brought about, this is my little TED Talk, this is me personally. The young lady, Gabby, and her fiance, again, I don't remember last names. I'm telling you, I really am having memory issues, and then I forget to write things down. She is Caucasian, she was Caucasian, as was her fiance. Horrible story. She was strangled. He was a suspect, and they just, within the last couple of days, found his remains. I don't mean to be a downer. It's a terrible, terrible situation. Her missing and ultimate murder was reported on nationally and obsessively. And it highlighted for me how focused we are on those situations that happen to the majority of people. That is the majority, the standard, the whiteness that is our culture. We're predominantly a white culture, historically. Obviously, those demographics are changing. And there were many cross-stitchers who are doing the marathon to support this charity for the cause of helping to bring awareness and to bring resources to help find the missing Indigenous women and children, to the same extent that the resources are put on searches for people who are white. I'm going around a long way around the bush. It was highlighted to me, and I thought the combination of the cross-stitchers doing the marathon fundraising for this organization made me think that's a worthwhile pursuit for me if I'm going to be selling these to put my profits towards. So it's not going to be a lot of money, but every bit helps. And so I buried the lead. I've opened a Big Cartel shop so that I don't have to put things on Instagram for sale and people say, me please, and all of that. It confuses me, and it takes up my Instagram feed where I just want to show off my stitching in Hamilton, and occasionally my husband or my kid. So the Big Cartel link will be below. And as I've said before, unfortunately I can't ship internationally. It's just cost prohibitive right now. I don't think people want to pay $15 or $20 to receive a $10 tchotchke bauble. So what I encourage people, if you are not in the US, or if you are in the US and you're not inclined to purchase one of my items, check out the charity and see if it's something that you would like to donate to. I think it's worthwhile. So that was no wonder my Flosstube was 2 hours. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on my Big Cartel shop here on Flosstube. I'm going to link it below in my description box. And I will say that for those who ordered this week, when I just opened my Big Cartel, right after here, I'm going to the post office to ship off what you've ordered. So they will be in the mail, and I'm probably going to make some more this weekend that are not Halloween. I've got some ideas and some fun cat themed, animal themed, all kinds of themed goodies that will be up there. So thank you everybody for your support. The feedback has been positive, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks so much. So that was my segue from floss drops to my cabochons. If you are interested in seeing how, well, let me back up. So watch the video below that I've linked below on making the actual cabochon. It's excellent. It gives you the materials you need and how to do it, how to glue the actual cabochon, this thing, onto what's called a bezel, and how to coat it in the back before you put it in, before you glue it in so the colors don't bleed. Watch that video. But if anybody is interested to see a video of how I do, you know, the charms, you know, how to put this little charm on with, I think it's called a split ring. You could probably Google it, and there are a lot of videos on how to use these little circle rings to put on charms. But if anybody's interested, I'm happy to sit down for 5 minutes and shoot me doing with my, what do you call them? Pliers, and how to put them on and put the charms on. I'm happy to do that because I think they're fun to make, and maybe you all would like to make them too. So that's entirely feasible. But like I said, there are a lot of videos out there. I would Google jewelry making, split ring, that kind of thing. And I don't think I know anything close to what those professional jewelry makers know. So my advice would be just to go Google them on YouTube or on the interwebs. But if you want me to show you, I'm happy to do it. Excuse me. Okay, so let me show you what I've been working on. I have a new start in my whip, so I'll show you that last. But it's only been 2 weeks, and the first thing I worked on since my last recording is Mary Harry by Jacob. Modern folk art embroidery. This is on fabric that is dyed for this project by Leo and Roxy. It's called Back in the Saddle. I'm using 28 count. This was gifted to me by Laura, and she stitched a little bit up here. So it's a collaboration. Laura, when I do my sticker to put on the back of the frame, will you sign it? Because I want to give you credit. Here are the Leo and Roxy flosses, and these are from Caroline's store, Evertotes. Aren't they beautiful? And here's how far I got. I worked on this for about 3 days. And there's Jacob, can't miss Jacob. And I basically, for some inexplicable reason, let me get the board. I did the whole border first. I'm not usually a whole border kind of gal. I don't know if y'all can hear me, I'm sitting back here. But I'm not a whole border kind of gal. But I was and am on this project. So you see that inner brown border? That's what I've been working on, and I'm using 2 threads. It's a pretty good representation of the actual color of the fabric. Very fun, very fun. And then let's see, my book of days is right here. So I worked on that for a few days, And then I just got a hankering. I don't know what it was, but like I said, I don't usually plan because my plans change with my moods. And I got a hankering to do a red sampler. So I hankered into my, just fell on the ground. I hankered into my sewing room, and I hope I don't have any bald spots up here. Maybe I should get that spray powder when you have bald spots. I don't think I do. If I do, I comb them over because my hair's thinning. So I went to Anna Ullman by Leela's Studio. I love this. I love this. Love. And I've been working on this for, well, see, I had a finish. I should have said that at the beginning. I keep burying the lead. That's an old newspaper term. I'm an old press gal. No, I'm not. I've never worked for the press for a newspaper in my life. Just make it up. Let's get the white board. I've finished. Let me get the corners correct. I had, oops. I finished here. Can you see that? I finished this part right here, and then I'm working down here. Whoops-a-daisy. And it's just a delight. This is 40 count summer khaki. And notice I'm saying it correctly. I'm not saying it like the Aussies. You also notice the needle minder from Melly Ellie. She thinks I'm a bitch. I love this, and I love the linen. Summer Khaki by Zweigart. Zweigart. Did I say that correctly? I don't know. Oh, here's one of my one-offs. That is, it's not for sale in my shop, but this is one that, floss bling thing that I made. This is from some decorative paper that I had a little bit of. That's the thing. It's I like making them from decorative papers and envelopes and things like that, but if I'm going to sell them in a store, I can't. I mean, I can, and I probably will, but you know, what if a lot of people like this one particular one and I only have one? Then I feel bad. I don't know. Think about that. Let me know what you think below. Do you think that's rude to put just one thing that I only have one of, or you think I should put things that I should be able to duplicate? I don't know. Food for thought. Anyway. So those are my two whips. That is, that they works in progress. They were in progress before. They were in progress as of my last Flosstube, and I picked them up and worked on them in the last 2 weeks. There was another whip I had in the last 2 weeks that I had started in September, and it's a finish. And if I can remember where I put it, I can. It is the first finish I've had in quite a while. I don't know exactly how long it's been since I've had a finish. I could look at my book of days. Why don't we do that? Because I want, you know, to work this for all I can, because who knows how many finishes I'll have. Not a lot. Finish. Oh, yeah, I finished my Stupid Tumor Sow, Elizabeth Adelsey. I finished that September 12th. So this next thing I'm going to show you, I finished October 14th. So I'm finishing one a month. And I had started it on September 30th. So from September 30th till October 14th, I worked on I Love My Cat, Quaker. It's by Romy's Creations. And I used Romy's Creations floss that was dyed for it. And look at this little love. Is that not the cutest? Okay, I was gonna wait and record a floss tube till after I finish this into a pillow. And I thought, you know, I'm not gonna let Flosstube control my life and control when I finish things or when I'm gonna record. I'm just not gonna give it that power, right? I'm just gonna go with the flow. And Flosstube recording, you're just gonna have to bend to my will. So there. But that's gonna be a pillow. I have some little trim pom-poms. And I need to finish my Elizabeth, or FFO, that's a fully finished object, my Elizabeth Adelsey into a pillow. So, remember last time I said I was on a pillow kick, but I haven't made any yet? This is what I mean. My good intentions. What is it they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions? But wait, there's more. We have another new start. Yes, I just started it yesterday. I started it during my lunch break, and I did my YouTube live. So if you were there when I recorded my YouTube live, you saw it. Or if you watched the afterplay, you saw it. And it's this one. And I didn't get to work on it last night because we had to go out to a jazz club. It's called Sophie's Trick or Treat by Needle Bling Design. And this was gifted to me by Padma Rubiales. And of course, we're going to have white here for Hamilton. And let me show you how far I've gotten. I really could have gotten a lot of progress last night if I didn't have to go out. Again, I'm starting with the border. This is the top. This is on 30 count weeks, and I really like it. And in a minute, I'm going to talk to you about some weeks fabric that I have that I don't like. But I really like it. It's chartreuse, and here is the floss. Ain't those some wild colors? Cool. And I got a little bling that I made. It's like planets. This was on some decorative paper. So I'm going to work on that after I get back from the post office. We get to stay in tonight because it's Denver Nuggets game. I love basketball season. Okay, I love my husband. We've been married for 33 years, as I said, and he likes to watch TV with me, which is fine, and I stitch and everything, but if I get on Instagram and start yakking to people or look at pictures, his feelings get hurt that I'm not watching TV with him. Don't get me started. I understand when we're going out to dinner, it's rude for me to look at Instagram, but I think if we're watching TV, I should be able to look at Instagram. But he doesn't want me to miss the plot. Well, the exception is basketball. I can even watch Flosstube. Rumor has it that Darcy has a Flosstube coming out, or maybe it's already out. So I'll watch you tonight, Darcy, while I'm stitching on this and watching the Denver Nuggets on TV. So that's it for all of my works, starts, finishes, works in progress. And now I would like to, I gotta sew some project bags, hello. Let's show a little bit of stitchy kindness, shall we? This came yesterday from Michael Star Parade. He was thanking me for being awesome. It's a bee needle minder. Bzzz. Is that not cute? And it's a token of his gratitude. And it's a little starfish with scissors. No, why did I say it was a fish? maybe because of the blue, made me think of water. I was thinking of SpongeBob. For those who don't know, I don't drink alcohol. I don't even get high. So, I don't know. Isn't he cute? This could be a brooch. And yes, I know I'm wearing the same shirt I wore on my last Flosstube 2 weeks ago. I only have one shirt. I'm just kidding. But I'm wearing the same one. Isn't that pretty? I could wear that as a brooch. Thanks, Michael. He's so sweet. You have to check him out if you haven't. He's just moving in with his partner. Wonder how it's going. Have you moved in yet, Michael? I don't think you have. I know there are plans for you to move in together. Let me know how long the honeymoon lasts. Okay. These, you may have noticed there's no needle minder on my most recent, the Sophie's Trick or Treat. That's because I'm putting this one on it because of the shirt I'm wearing. This is the shirt I'm wearing. Well, a very nice lady named Deb said, when I commented on her needle minder, I said, I have a shirt like that. What does she do? She sends it to me. She buys me a needle minder that matches my shirt. And this is going on Sophie's Trick or Treat. Ha 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 ha. What? It's Hamilton in a costume because she doesn't want to get caught. Here. I'm going to put it on my project right now. Take the needle. Ta-da! And not only that, but she sent me this. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. This is from Kim's Creative Needle Minders, and creative is with a K. I will link below. Is that not fun? Thank you, Deb. I love it. I love them. Love needle minders. I have quite a few needle minders in my collection, and I love every single one. All right. We're almost done. The only thing I have left? No, I lied. One thing I have left, the next topic, let's say, yeah, that works, is haul. I ordered some chalkboard floss. All right, I have to take it out of the package. From Caroline at Evertotes for Black Sampler November to stitch the Modern Folk Embroidery Jane Austen sampler that just came out recently. And if I had done my homework, I would have written down the name. There, Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery has done 2 Jane Austen pieces. I can't remember the name for either, but they're one color, or that's how he designed it to be one color. And this is going to be in black. I haven't picked out the fabric yet, but I'll try and remember to put it in the description box, the name of the chart. I think I have it printed out, because I did a PDF. Anyway, I ordered no, that's wrong. Jacob gifted it to me because he's wonderful. Because he felt sorry for me with my thing in my head. And I'm doing great, by the way. I promised this was not going to be a tumor channel, and so all I'm going to say is I'm doing great. I am able to live a normal life without too many symptoms. And when I do have symptoms, they don't last that long. I've only missed 1 day of work for a vertigo thing, and then I was fine. So I can live like this. The next thing I ordered, and this I do remember the chart, Jacob also gifted me the Hygge chart, which is the Moonlit Cabin, I want to say. I'm going to have to link these below because I really don't remember. And I got the Leo and Roxy floss. I basically got the kit, but without the Did it come with a bag? I didn't get the bag because I have not, Caroline makes beautiful bags. It's just that I have too much fabric and I have to make my own. That's been the edict that came down in the Klager household. And Moonshine Cabin, and I ordered the chart for it. Let me hold it up. It's gorgeous. It's not black. Let me tell you the count. It is 32. I'm kind of digging 32. I used to be a 40 count woman. I don't know. I'm experimenting. I'm mixing it up. Mixing it up. That's pretty true right there. And then it comes with the little antlers to wind a bobbin. How do these look? And that's from Evertote. Now this next purchase was Nikki Noodle's fault. Like everything else I do is her fault. If you watch Nikki, and I'm pretty sure you do. If you don't, get over there. Nikki Noodle. Get over there and check her out, will ya? She's my Aussie mate. Oh, I just almost cut myself on the cardboard. This is her fault. She orders a lot of fabric. I mean, she doesn't order a lot of fabric, Donnie, if you're watching. She orders the minimal amount of fabric from number 12 Stitch Co. that I referenced earlier when I showed you the floss drops. Nicola is the proprietress of number 12 Stitch Co. in Australia. That Nicola, I ordered, I want to say it was like 10 days to get to me from Australia. Well, little backstory. So people in Australia say khaki, you know, like khaki pants, or I don't know, the Zweigart fabric, summer khaki. They say it's summer khaki. We can't call it that anymore because Nicola actually came up with a color for her fabric that is called summer khaki. And it is gorgeous. I got a fat half. I'm trying to get it so that it's greener than what is being, well, that's pretty good right there. That's a pretty good, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I purchased the 36 count. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I had to have it. Her prices are reasonable. She ships everywhere. She is a gem. She is an Australian gem. And I am so thankful that Nikki, not to be confused with Nicola, turned me on to number 12. She's got an Etsy store. I will link her below. Look at those. Oh my goodness. Oh my, don't pay attention to my nails. That was another thing. I wanted to have my nails done before I videoed. Well, it's not going to happen, but I want to do my video. I really liked the last time I did it on a Friday. I felt good all weekend. I got it out of the way. That sounds like it's a chore. Oh, I got to do my Flosstube. No, it's not a chore. But I'm excited when I am about to do it and I plan for it. And I want everything to be just so, my nails and everything. And it's not always that way. Although, I think you have to admit, it is a good hair day. Okay. I digress, but I have to say this. I had a meeting at 1 o'clock with my boss and another managing attorney from another office in another state. And every 2 weeks, the managing attorneys in my region, it's about 15 of us, and our boss we have a meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursdays via WebEx, which is like Zoom. And this meeting today was also WebEx. And the other managing attorney, when I got on, I looked like this. She said, "Oh my goodness, your hair looks so great." Because she's used to seeing me at the 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, my hair sticking out. Because I don't usually shower till noon. Because if I want to go for a walk, I don't want to shower, right? So I work in the morning, go for a walk, take a shower. Makes sense to me. Anyway, she was very surprised that I was put together. So that's why I had to record today too. Lastly, I got this. And I ordered this from an online Etsy store, Annabella's. And I can't remember the name of the owner. It's not Annabelle or Annabella. She has a floss tube, but I'll link her below. But I saw it in the shop and I thought, I'm going to forget to order this, to pre-order this. So I went ahead and clicked, and it is the Book of Days for 2022. I got to tell you, look at the condition of this one. Here's my Book of Days. It is, I don't blame this on Needlework Press. I blame this on me. This is why I can't have nice things. It was all together until about a month ago. And then, yeah, well loved and well used. So hopefully I'll be more respectful of 2022. Okay, so I want to get some feedback, consultation as it were. If you are a return viewer, you know that I had this in my whips. Dutch Beauty. No, not Dutch Beauty. I made that up. A Dutch Sampler by Kathy Barrick. It came out in March. March Market, is that what they call it? The Market? And I was all excited. I have all of the silks. I splurged and I did silks. Yeah, me. I splurged. And I got the called for fabric, which is Weeks Dye Works Havana, and I got it on 40 count. And I didn't bother ironing it because of my whole face wasn't in here. Here, I'm just gonna talk to you like this. Is that okay? I got little bumps on my face. Anyway, I hate this fabric. I can't see whether it's daylight or I have my headgear on. I cannot see the holes to count them, and it's just been driving me crazy. It's the old Weeks. Okay, it's not the Zweigart base. So here's my dilemma. Number one, I love this chart. I'm not getting rid of the chart. Number two, I love the silks. I'm not getting rid of the silks. Number three, the fabric, I hate it and I'm getting rid of it. But I'm not going to just toss it because there may be someone out there who likes stitching on this piece of crap. I mean, this gorgeous piece of Weeks Dye Works Havana. And look at what's been done. And honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it away, and I'll tell you how we're going to do it in a minute. But whoever wins it, if you end up picking out all the stitching, I would not be insulted at all because half the time I couldn't see what I was stitching. And it's one thread because it's 40 count. It's going to be a beautiful chart. I mean, a beautiful piece, but it's just not worth my mental anguish. I've ripped so many times, ripped out, redid. We just have to break up. I cannot be with this piece of fabric anymore. So here's what we're going to do. Let me tell you what we're going to do. That's an I Love Lucy reference. Did you hear that, Dee? Make a comment below with the word Dutch. Dutch. Yes, I just insulted your intelligence by spelling it. Put that in a comment, and I will do a random drawing, and by the next episode of my Flosstube, I will announce who is going to get this piece of terrible fabric. It's called for, but, and this was done on, was it done on 36? A needlepoint silk is the silk, which is my favorite. I'm sorry, I'm just looking to see what count it was stitched on, because they did 2 over 1. Havana, but it doesn't say the count. That's how we're going to do it, and then I'll do the drawing, and I will send it to you with the stitching. But like I said, if you want to rip it out, feel free. If you want to do a Dutch sampler, you'll have to buy the chart and get the silk yourself, because I'm holding on to mine. And I'm either going to get something that looks like this, or maybe they have Havana on the new Swigert base, I don't know. Watch this space. It was very liberating when I came to this decision, because I picked it up to work on it, and I just said, I can't. I cannot look at you, Havana. I cannot look at you. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous color, but no, we do not get along. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Yeah, Scott's not home. He's shoe shopping. That's it. Oh, but I can't believe I remembered this. Drinking. I'm not supposed to drink Diet Coke because of kidney stones. I had a really bad bout with them a couple weeks ago. It lasted a whole week. I counted 7 stones that I gave birth to. And when I say stones, little specks of sand. And yes, I was drinking Diet Coke still, but less. I thought, oh, I've cut down to just 1 a day, so I'll be all right. And I was wrong, and the kidney stones won, and I'm really not drinking Diet Coke anymore. So, Scott, my husband, knows that I'm weak. And he knows that in the afternoon, sometimes I need a caffeine kick. So that sweetheart bought me a coffee maker with a milk frother, so I can make cappuccino in the afternoon. That was my anniversary present. Isn't that sweet? And it's convertible, so you can use it to make a pot of coffee, which we use in the morning, or you can use the little K-cups. I know they're not the best, but I'm lazy and I don't like to clean up. So if I just want 1 cup of coffee, I can put it in, make 1 cup, and then do the milk frother, and I get cappuccino. I think I might make myself one to go to the post office. So that's how I've given up Diet Coke, and it's been 2 weeks now, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm going to pat myself on the back. So hopefully I won't get kidney stones again. And if you're prone to getting kidney stones, do not drink carbon. It's not just the Diet Coke. Anything with carbonation in it is bad for kidney stones. If your kidney stones are the calcium oxalate kind, which I think 98% of them are. I had mine tested 1.5 years ago, and I had my first round of them, and they were really big boulders, and they had to break them up with this sound thing. It hurt. But it didn't keep me from drinking Diet Coke. So that is all I have, and I still have gone an hour, but at least I haven't gone 2 hours. So I hope everybody is doing well. It is Friday here. It's Saturday down under, so it's the weekend. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. So give me about a day to put links in the down box, in the down low box, in the description box. I should get it up there. within a day. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of the comments and the reaching out and the cards, the floss drops, and also for the purchases from my shop. I just want to thank you all. We're really a great community. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that too, because I'm part of it. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back with the other hand. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Mwah. Bye.